Considering the power tussle that ensued within the People's Democratic Party in Adamawa State, where leaders fought while the citizens became spectators, there are so much unanswered questions pertaining the integrity of the National Working Committee of the ruling party in Nigeria, vis-a-vis the oath of office, oath of allegiance, and oath of secrecy they took before assuming office. Commenting on the actions of the National Working Committee of the People's Democratic Party on the decision to rescind their earlier action, which brought about the congresses that took place in Yola, calls for a rethink. Stakeholders and party members who spoke to GoTel News said,
"Ace a samu wani mutum wanda yayi magana yau gobe ya canja. Alal misali ka duba wayannan kadan kamin ka rike mukamin jami'a sai ka ranse. Akwai oath of office, oath of allegiance and oath of secrecy. Sun rasa za su yi aikin jam'iyyar na tsakanin su da Allah. Sun riga su yi wannan abu, sun je kuma sun mayar. Kaga wayannan mutane bai kamar da zama shugabanni mu ba. Ina kira ga wa'innan mutanen da suka ce su wai ko su biyu ko su uku wai sun fasa abinda suka yi nan ya kamata su rubuta da hannunsu su bar mukamansu a jami'ar nan kuma hukunta su.
The same National Working Committee who approved the dissolution after making a resolution, then they approve the appointment of the Damagun Caretaker Committee, they approved the working plan of the Damagun Caretaker Committee, they approved the timetable, they communicated to the Inspector General of Police, Director General of the National Security Services, and they communicated to the Commissioner of Police, Adamawa State, and the Directorate of the Security Services here in Adamawa. They communicated all the organs that matters to be communicated with. And it sounds ridiculous. To me, honestly to me, their action is not only bad, the action portrayed the entire country. It ridicules the entire country because it is not only the Nigerians that are watching their action. The whole world now is globalized. So the whole world are seen as being the giant of Africa. So it sounds ridiculous. In fact, if I were them, honestly, I will honorably resign my position because there is no amount of persuasion or whatever inducement that can make me to partake on what they did. So the only good thing to them is for them to honorably resign, apologize to the Nigerians and to Nigeria.
It is the working committee that brought the whole confusion. You are given an instruction to get things corrected. You are giving another breath, you are giving another instruction to abolish that instruction you have given. It doesn't make sense.
I want to tell you that it's a disgrace. It's a complete disgrace. I want to tell you that they are not reasonable people.
In the olden days, traditional rulers were saddled with the responsibilities of peaceful resolution of any crisis that must have emanated in the community or state before it gets out of hand, as their subjects give them total respect.
The traditional rulers used to be heard very well in those days. But now, there are some traditional rulers that have political interest.
On the presidential committee that was set up by the president, the newly elected PDP chairman had this to say.
The committee is still asking for memorandum. Up to today, I too is called to present my own memorandum, being a former chairman who also know the inside of how the crisis is started. So they are still working. They are yet even to sit down. They are just asking people, meaningful Nigerians, to go with this one. And the members of the committee are very high placed. It's one of the most powerful presidential committee ever found, to the best of my knowledge. If, the president of the Senate is in the committee, the speaker is in the committee, the secretary to government in the committee, the vice president is in the committee. What type of that? And then the secretary of the committee by a renowned Nigerian, Professor Jerry Ghana. Isn't it a very serious and powerful presidential committee?
There are so much unanswered questions pertaining the integrity of the National Working Committee of the ruling party in Nigeria,